Hey everyone, it's Kristen, and today I'm going to be doing a DIY glitter gel palette. I recently saw a TikTok of a girl making her own DIY glitter gel palette for eyeshadows, and I was really intrigued by her methods of doing it, and so I wanted to see if I could recreate it and take you guys along with me as I tried to make my own. And so today I'm going to show you how I made my very own DIY glitter gel eyeshadow palette. So again, I was inspired to do this by a girl on TikTok. I will show you her credit right here and link her down below. I did end up using the same products that she used, but I went about mixing the items a little bit different, and you'll see in my video what I did that was different than hers. I just decided to do it a little bit different to save on plastic. So if you'd like to see how I made this DIY glitter gel palette, then keep watching. The glitter collection she suggested is on Amazon, and it is supposed to be makeup safe. I want to put the disclaimer that I kind of feel a little iffy about the safety of the glitter. Now, I am assuming my own risk by doing this myself, and I just want you guys to be aware that I think this glitter is a little chunky to be considered really eye safe. So please be very careful and use your judgment whether or not you feel it's safe. So here's a close-up look at all the different colors. I think this collection has a lot of variety. Each bottle has a mixture of fine and more chunky glitter, and some of the glitter is reflective with like rainbow or other colors. And here's a look at the palette we're going to be using. This one is made for paint because it is airtight so that all of the liquids will stay liquefied and not dry out. And to make the gel, we're going to be using vegetable glycerin and aloe vera gel. Here, I'm dumping out the glitter into a mixing container, and then I will be measuring out the gel and the vegetable glycerin. I followed the original creator's video and did a 4:1 ratio. In her video, she said that she used 4 pumps of the aloe vera gel and then 1 pump of the glycerin, but I didn't have the pump top the way she did. So I used this little measuring cup to measure it all out. I used 4 of the half teaspoons of the aloe vera gel and then 1 of the half teaspoons of the vegetable glycerin. And I put this all together in this mixing container, and then I'm going to stir it all together. You could do it the way she did it in her video using a plastic bag and the pumps, but this is what I had to work with, and I wanted to save on the plastic. Once the glitter and liquids were combined, I stirred it with a kitchen knife and stirred it until I felt like all of the glitter was incorporated. Then I used the knife to transfer it into its little container. Then I removed any excess that kind of came over the sides. On a test run, I did try her method of using a plastic bag, but as you can see, a lot of the glitter I felt like was left behind, and you would have to use a different bag every time. There is some left over in my method too, but not as much. I did have to wash the little container and the knife between each set of sparkles. And then I just followed the same process for all of the colors. There are only 24 spots in this palette, and there were 30 different sparkles, and I'll show you what I did with the extra ones later on. Here's a look at the palette when it's complete. Overall, I had a fun time making this. I love little crafts like this, especially anything with color and sparkles. But this took about 2 hours from start to finish to make the entire thing. And I know I was filming, so it probably took me a little bit longer, but it was a long process to mix everything together and measure out all of the liquids. And as you can see, it was quite messy. In case you were wondering, I did not use all of the aloe vera or the vegetable glycerin. That's about where it was at the end, and then the aloe vera was about here. So there were 36 colors total of the glitter, and only 24 could fit in the palette, so I made these other ones on the side. For these, I use these little round containers. They have a screw top, so they should keep the liquids liquefied as well. And you could keep these individual instead of using them as a palette. I think these glitters came out really good, and they have a lot of different colors and variety in them. But like I said, to make this palette, it was easy, but it was a time-consuming process and quite messy. So if you're someone who doesn't like to make a big mess or doesn't like things that are kind of tedious, I don't know if this project would be for you. Now here's a look at what they look like on the eye. Here I used a blue and kind of a teal green on the inner corners. I felt like using this gel was a little difficult because I felt like it moved the eyeshadow that was underneath. I had put the blue color first in eyeshadow and then tried to top it with the glitter. Here I put the glitter over a skin tone color. I felt like it worked better because then I could just put a layer of glitter and not worry about the color underneath. But I did have to kind of put a layer, then let it dry, and then put more layers on top of that to get it to fully look colored in. I feel like the glitter gel works good, but I advise you to be careful when placing it on top of a color you already have. Also adding the glitter in layers and letting it dry in between. So that completes this DIY glitter eyeshadow tutorial. Let me know what you guys think of these glitter gels and if you're going to try it for yourself. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys again soon.